Well, hello there, tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and Season 5 is of course upon us, and with it brings 3 new vehicles you can unlock. The first one I will be reviewing is the Argonaut. This is a Tier 9 tank destroyer that will cost you a crap ton of gold, as of course it is the final season tank that you can unlock. So it's going to cost you like 78,000 gold, of course, to get maxed out Argonaut tank, and that's a lot. So in today's video I will be showcasing this tank's stats and then playing a couple of battles in it to see how it performs in battle. Starting off with its gun, it deals 430 damage on its standard shells, 370 on the premium, and 510 on its HE. So lower alpha damage for a tier 9 tank destroyer, almost comparable to a stock waffle gun or the Ritter's alpha damage. In terms of its gun depression, it has 6 degrees, which is pretty horrible for a tank this freaking big. Look at how tall this thing is. So yeah, 6 degrees of gun depression is going to make it so you're not very flexible, and you have to be very careful. In terms of your penetration, this is where this tank's insanely strong. 276 standard pen is fantastic. 418 heat pen is ridiculous. You're going to be able to pen everyone you want in this game, even at tier 10, and its HE pen of 78 is not terrible. In terms of your DPM, you have fantastic DPM at 3,300 while using calibrated shells, meaning that you can in fact out DPM a lot of opponents. Your accuracy is going to be okay. It has 3.5 seconds of aim time with a dispersion of 0.285 while using refined gun. I'm going to be using refined gun on my build here because this is a tank destroyer and I will be sitting in one place a lot of the time. Taking a look at the tank's mobility, this thing goes 42 forward and 11 in reverse, so that forward speed is actually pretty okay. However, that reverse speed makes me want to die inside. 11 reverse means it's going to be very difficult for you to back around corners after firing when you get spotted, and yeah, it's just very painful indeed. In terms of your power to weight, it's also kind of mid at 17, so it's going to take you a little hot minutes to get up to your top speed there. But its traverse speed is decent at almost 50. So there you go. That's the tank overall. So let's get into 3 live battles. See how we can perform in it. And getting into game number 1 here, we are on Mines. And this is going to be a very interesting map for this tank. Of course, because this is a tank destroyer, I'm going to be sitting at the back of the map here. And we got the worst spawn. I don't like this spawn. I prefer the other one. But it is what it is. And honestly, when I first saw this tank, I was like, oh, this thing's going to be a heavy, right? Like, it has a turret, right? And no, it doesn't have a turret. And no, it's not a heavy either. Very strange design for a tank destroyer. And one that doesn't feature a lot of armor. I didn't really go over the armor profile because this tank doesn't really have any. It has like 96 millimeters on the front, 65 on the sides, and 44 on the rear, so you're not going to get any bounces in this thing whatsoever, and because of the sheer size of it, a lot of people are going to tunnel you, so you have to play extremely careful. Now, I am going to line myself up with this tortoise here, and see if anyone pokes mid, which doesn't seem to be happening right now, but you know what? Patience is key. And especially on mines, you really just have to be patient and hope that the enemy players make mistakes. Eventually, who's going to be the one to poke it? There's no way that no one is going to peek this. Oh, there he is. And goodbye. 433 roll, sorry, into that standard B. And of course, because this tank is ginormous, gihugic even, we did get spotted from that. So far, I mean, we've done a whole lot of nothing this battle. We've shot, like, once, and the standard B is dead on their team, and our T-49 is dead as well, so we'll see how this battle even progresses here. I'm not expecting to do a crazy amount of damage, but hopefully these enemy players start poking, like that 7.52. We're able to get a nice shell into his lower plate there. So here's the TNH as well, or not TNH, TL7, sorry. And I'm going to back into cover here and get unspotted because, of course, having no armor means you have to be very careful when you are poking players, especially ones that can trade almost even with you. So here's the TL7. You can see we're able to butter his turret with our heat shells there. And in 3 more seconds, if he keeps poking, we should be able to get another one in, but he backs up. So now I'll see if the 7.52 is going to poke me. Oh my god, my teammate just ate the shell and then died. Incredible. Incredible. I really like teammates who do that. Oh yes, indeed. You know what? Honestly, With this sort of situation unfolding right now, I might as well just play more aggressive. It seems like their team is probably going to start making their way towards the base cap, as we are on 40 cap points already. So I'm going to make my way over there and kind of try to crossfire out any tanks that try to push for base. So that's my kind of goal right now. I do still have full health, so I'm not too worried about taking a shot or two from a player like the 752. There we go, 400 roll into his tank, and you can see where 11 reverse speed is completely garbage. So let's get another shell into him. He's going to be out of shells in just a moment here, so I'm not too worried about that. And I'm going to start shooting. Maybe I can get an HE shell. Ooh, 487 right into that guy. And, okay, there's the RHM. And let's see if I can HEU as well. Ooh, 510 max roll with HE. He is using Spall-Liner, but that's still a juicer of a shot right there. And you know who probably won't be running Spall is the Scorpion, because I don't think that tank has it. So there you go. Get a kill into that player there. And we're at 3,300 damage. Like, you can see how quickly the damage picked up in this battle. Early game, we did absolutely nothing. And again, being patient in a tank destroyer like this that has like 0 armor is what's going to allow you to do damage and allow you to do well. So there we go. Again, 3,364 damage dealt, top on the team. Very solid first battle in this weird looking tank. And let's jump on into game number 2 to see if we can continue the win streak. And we're on Lagoon for game number 2. Honestly, I thought this map was removed from the rotation, but I guess not. So here we are, and we are top tier once again. And up against us, we have a T92E1 who scares the crap out of me, because that thing will be able to out-trade the living crap out of me. So be scared of him. They also have a Tortoise who can like almost out DPM me, and an RHM. So there's a lot of deadly tanks on their team. And you can see here, I wish this tank had a turret. Like, doesn't it look like it should? I don't understand why this thing doesn't have a turret. Because, like, as of right now, being able to only move your gun from one side to the other, like, this much, it's not that great. Like, I'm going to be honest. But anyways, our whole team is making their way towards C, so I'm going to play a little bit more aggressive than you might think. And I'm going to get into this position right here because I can possibly shoot at a tank like that Fixer. Unfortunately for me, my gun said no, and I'm not penning the Fixer right now. So I'm just going to back up. We do get a lucky bounce from that, well, something in the back there shooting me for 200. And let's see if this T92 is going to give me a free shell into him. And there we go. We do finish him off for, whoa, 198 damage. Incredible stuff right there. And now I'm going to make my way towards the RHM because, of course, I feel like he's going to not run Spall-Liner, right? Like, I don't know. I just have a sneaking suspicion, but also they have an AMX over here. I'm going to get a lovely shot into right there. And in 3 more seconds, hopefully he keeps sitting in the open, I should be able to get an HE. Ooh, 528 roll into his tank with HE there. Fantastic stuff. And our, whatever that tank is, Proto, is being YOLO'd. He's dead now. And their Panther is also YOLOing. So their whole team's just YOLOing. And this is a good time to use my nice DPM to just farm the crap out of them. You can see another nice shell into the WZ over there for 492. So let me make my way towards this Panther here. Luckily, I'm still on full health, so again, if I take a shot or two, it's not going to matter all too much here. And you know what? Might as well just finish off this Fixer real quick here. And all that's left is the Panther. Never mind. All that's left is the Tortoise. And I haven't seen him all game, so chances are he is going to be AFK. Question mark. Oh, never mind. He's not AFK. He's probably sitting in the back here. But you know what? You never know. Let's go and find this player. Alrighty, here's the Tortoise, and he is losing health to our T-77. Luckily, that dude bounces him. I need to get a couple more shells out here. My damage is kind of lacking this battle, so hopefully I can at least get one more out. Here's the Tortoise, and 400 roll into him. Hopefully, I will be able to get one more out in 3 seconds here. And come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, I mean, we didn't get anywhere near our max roll shot, but it's okay. We still did a decent amount of damage here for how much of a steamroll this game actually was. So victory, there we go. And we dealt almost 3,000 damage with 3 kills by playing in a pretty interesting spot. Honestly, not Canal. Whatever that map's called. Lagoon. I'm not a huge fan of it, and it's especially kind of weird when the team YOLOs see like that, but it is what it is. Let's get into game number 3, and here we are, of course, on Port Bay. A very weird map for a tank like this. This will either go really well or really awful. So, let's see what we can, of course, do. And honestly, like, playing this tank just feels like an oversized waffle. Like, you can see that guy right there. That tank is honestly just better than this in a lot of different ways. You have also no armor like this tank, except you are smaller. You have an actual turret that can traverse. You technically have more gun depression than this, and honestly, your gun has more alpha when you're using the bigger gun, which is just more enjoyable, honestly. Like, being able to out-trade people for a lot more HP is just super nice. So, I'm not going to say this tank's bad, but it's definitely not worth going out of your way to spending extra gold just to get it early. Like, that I don't think is a good idea. Because I feel like after a certain amount of time, you're just going to get kind of bored playing this thing. And you're going to want to play other tanks. So, let's see there. I was really hoping to hit that T100, but I guess I couldn't see him at all. Okay, well, let's see if this T100 is going to make that same hill climb play right there again. That would be funny if he does, because then I can actually shoot him. Oh, bruh. What is this guy doing? Also, what is this concept doing? Hello? I don't understand what this enemy team's really doing right now. Like, they have people capping A and B. They have, like, this E6 and IS4 making some comp strat push right here in mid. And then they have 2 tanks holding spawn with their T100 kind of, like, sitting out. This is a weird matchup. Like, what am I looking at? Also, I just realized that we're playing tier 10s as well. It's like my first time playing tier 10s in this tank, so see how this goes. I mean, so far it's going okay. I mean, we haven't really had to deal with too much, but there's the T-30. He's probably going to nuke me. Yeah, there we go. 625 roll into my tank there, and at least we're able to hit him back. Technically, we out-traded him because we do have nice DPM. So, again, I mean, the tank's not bad. It has good DPM, has a very nice gun in terms of its pen. But overall, I think there's just better options out there for tier 9s. You can see here, let's get a shell. Oh my god, a nice max roll for 638 into the waffle there. However, their IS4 is going to be a problem. Especially if he pens me. Ooh, luckily we got out of there before he was able to do so. Let's see about this waffle, though. Oh, wait. Never mind, let's look at the IS4. He has more health. 3 more seconds, and then I can get another shell into him, unless he does that. Okay, well, he's actually just trying to play smart. Okay. Imagine playing smart in Blitz. That's not allowed. Is he actually going to try and kill me? Oh, looks like he was, but I do, in fact, pick up the kill on him before he can do that. So, it was a little bit of a sus battle, I'm not going to lie. I mean, just another steamroll at the end of the day. So, it is what it is. We do come out with the victory, and we deal just over 3,000 damage that battle. I could have technically done better if I hadn't gotten nuked there by the waffle, but oh well, it is what it is. You can kind of see where the reverse speed makes this tank suffer in some situations where you just can't back up into cover or behind buildings after you shoot. But anyways, overall, a very weird tank. Again, I don't really recommend you going out of your way to buying this thing with gold. It's just not worth it. It's nothing special. It's pretty balanced in my opinion, but it is very interesting nonetheless. So for any of you out there who are not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you do so, as it's a fantastic way to support my content and stay up to date when I post videos almost daily. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.